Hi everybody, it's Carol. Welcome back to my channel. And what I have here, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a pad, a flip up pad, and I'm going to make it with the idea of a matchbook cover. And this is really a lot of fun to do. And I also have a tuck in the back that I had used with a journaling card. And the papers that I plan to use today are Holtz and Stamperia. I really love the paper, first of all, because it's double-sided. And in this project, it's best to have double-sided. And I made this pad a little different than what I normally do. I have 3 pages in here. And the third one, I glue it completely down. Otherwise, it's just going to flip all over. So this way it just holds it down better. And the paper I'm using, I have the very busy side on the outside. So on the inside, you can always use this for journaling. And then under the paper, you can use this here also for journaling. And so all this needs is just a little decorating. And then on the back side of it, I have a tuck and a journaling card. So I'm going to put this off to the side, and I'm going to bring in the other piece of Holtz. Now this is 4 inches wide by 12 inches long, and I want to make it so that everything is right side up. And let's see how long this is. Probably like almost an inch. So I'm going to bring this up, and this is probably a good inch. Yes, it is. And what I'm going to do is, well, we have to glue this part down, but you don't want to glue the whole thing because you need this open a little bit. So I'm just going to glue this down maybe halfway from this fold. So we have a good tuck. So it's only from probably the ½ inch. And the rest of it, this is all open because that's where this flap is going to go into. So what I do is I put it in, and I go to just about where I think the glue is, just enough for this flap to go in there. And then I fold it back up. And also I'm wondering where I put my my papers for the journal part. Oh, here they are. Okay. Okay, so what I also like to do is round these edges. I like to round the bottom part that goes in, and I also like to round the top. Oops. Okay, that was a little wonky. Okay, and you know, you could ink if you want. I may just ink a little bit. Okay, let me see. Although this paper, you know, this cardstock, Holtz cardstock, some papers you really don't need to ink that much. So I do have a couple of pads already made. And what I did was I took, this is coffee dyed paper, and what I did was I just made 3½ inches because the card is 4 inches wide. So I cut the paper 3 and 3½ inches, and what I want to do is I just rip the bottom of it you know, because I love that look. This is another quick little project, and it's great for mask making. I sewed the top with, well, I sewed it, you know, with thread. I sewed it with the zigzag stitch, and I'm not making it the way I do normal pads where I put a header on the top with cardstock just to give it that real neat appearance, because it is Tim Holtz, and I want to keep it more like raw and organic looking. And that's why I ripped the pages on the bottom, because I think it looks really fun to have it ripped. And then it's done. I mean, you know, so now the time would be, you know, this would be great for mask making, a lot of these. And so that's why I decided this, again, the inside of the paper, it's great for journaling on. So that's why I decided to make a pocket on the back of this also, because it would be fun. Okay, let's see. I do have some strips of paper here. So I'm just going to hook this inside here. And then we'll get the pocket on here. And this is leftover from cutting the strips off of the 12 by 12. Okay, so I'm going to make the little divot up here. And I will ink this because this is on the lighter side. The paper here is on the lighter side. So I just want to make sure that, not make sure, I mean, you'll know it's a tuck, but at least it'll stand out a little better. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on 3 sides. And I'm using the fabric glue right now, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I didn't mean to use it, but it was standing here closest to me. I did want to, you know, I really don't need the fabric glue for this. I could have just used the art glitter glue. Okay, so these are 2 little bookmarks, whatever you want to use them for, journaling cards. And they are pretty good for journaling on the outside. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to round all these corners. I'm going to round them together. Just like that saying, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, let me get rid of these. And then these, I mean, if you want to decorate them, oh, they're going to be too long. Okay, well, it really doesn't matter, you know, because they're not sticking up like a foot. I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, I could cut them down and then around the corners again, but I'm going to leave these this way because these are going to go into a journal, and it's going to go into a tuck spot because, you know, I have the pocket in the back. So I'm just going to mass make these right now, and then we'll see how many we can decorate with the time. So this here is Stamperia, as I believe this is Stamperia. It's double-sided. I think it is. I'm not sure. I know this is definitely Stamperia because I worked with this a couple days ago. Not with, well, with this same paper. Okay, so I'm going to make my little flap here. Just want to make sure this is even Steven all the way across. Somehow it, there, okay. Okay, so we're going to glue this bottom. Yes, I'm really interested in doing the mask making projects at this time right now, so that I have a lot of options to go into journals. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, again, slip this inside. And then I can just back it up and fold it. You'll know when you hit the glue because it'll be tight. Whoops, this was... Okay, so I don't know if I finished what I was saying. So what I did was I took the 8.5, I folded the paper, yes, 8.5, and I put 3 pages together, and then I cut them in 3.5 sections, and then I sewed the bottom and the top with zigzag stitch, and you'll be able to see it, you know. And right now I have white thread in my machine, but you'll see it, you know, you'll be able to see. I love the zigzag look on different pieces, and you'll be able to see it, you know, what I'm using right now, so that you can see the zigzag. Okay, and I'm just gonna rip all 4 together. And you can rip them in separately and then have all different size papers. Oh, did I? I don't think I glued the whole thing down on this one. See? Well, it's not too bad. Like, it's not flopping too much. So you really don't have to glue it down. The first one I did, but this one, I thought if I didn't, it would be flopping all over, but it really doesn't. Okay, so if you want to glue it, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm probably not going to now. This way I'll have the extra back of the paper to journal on. You know, and you could stamp on the front page. You can do some kind of stamping on top. I just didn't think that far ahead. Okay, well, I only have enough papers here to do 4. Well, I did 1, but I just made 3 more, so I have 4. Okay. I'm not too crazy about this hair side, and it's that shiny material or paper. I'm not that crazy about it, but I love, love, love this hair side. The colors are so pretty. Okay, so let's get this flap in here. Okay, and then we have this pad that's going to go in here. You know, and you can even sew the pads in. So pretty. Okay, so we'll get this in here. And, oh, I didn't put any of the pockets in. Okay, this one here, here's the front, here's the back. Now I do have, I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the pocket with the flower part. Probably this one here, just so that there's that contrast. It's probably what I'm going to do. Take advantage of the double-sidedness. And this I will ink. I think I'm going to ink it on here. Okay, I have to keep double checking, make sure I have the right sides for what I was planning. Okay. Let me wipe this because glue is seeping out. Oh my gosh, for a second there I thought this was upside down. But that's okay. It's not. Maybe I want to, let me get this paper in here. And just ink this little flap. Oh, it's really hard to see it. What I could do is put lace on here. Hope that doesn't fit. Let's see. I have a larger or wider. Okay, so I'm going to put this lace on here so that we can see that there's a bottom to this. Because of this print, it's hard to see that there's a flap on there. Oh, that's pretty. And let's see, I did bring some of my bling. Wonder if I have some yellow here. That'll be like goldy. Or maybe I could do buttons. Green and I could do the green and pink buttons and some bling over there. I know sometimes I sometimes I go a little overboard with the decorating. Especially when it comes to putting this bling on. Okay, I'm just gonna use this little, just trying to think, I could put it on the top here or underneath. I think I'm gonna go underneath. Oops. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty down on here. Okay, this is my pinky. Okay, let's see. I do have some. I was thinking of perhaps bringing something out like this because it is kind of girly. I was thinking of bringing out the Tim Holtz little girl and sticking her inside the frame and maybe putting, the butterfly up there. Oh, how pretty. Or I also have this here. I could put the flower there. I like the butterfly. And I also like this, but I think I like this butterfly. And I'm wondering if I do something like this. Oh, it's kind of light. Oh, I have a darker pink. And then I can put like a little bling in here. I don't know what this is going to look like. Let me see. Put a little glue over there. Okay. So I can put her there. Put the butterfly there. All right, I'm just going to start putting this down because I think it's nice. The decorating anything is really the most time consuming on the projects. Well, for me anyway, because a lot of these projects are, you can just whip up real quickly. I just want to ink the sides of her. I still have ink on my brush, and this keeps me from putting too much ink on it by just kind of using it a couple times. How pretty is that? Okay, so I'm just going to sit her in here, and I'm wondering if I'm going to put that flower down because I think I put my for what I was thinking. This flower is going to be like a seat for her. I know this is something that I shouldn't even be worried about. Not that I'm worried about it, but for my eye looking at it, it looks like she's sitting on the flower. And that's so cute. Okay, let's get this glue on here. The girl on her flower seat. And then we'll put the butterfly up there. Oh, this is so pretty. So pretty. And I don't know why, but when I'm putting ephemera on, I like things touching. You know, it just seems like they all belong together. Oh, my wipey's a little wet still. Okay, this is really pretty. A lot going on in here. But you know what? The material, it isn't too busy, so I like that. I'm liking that. Okay, let's do the purple one. Now let's see if we can move a little better. I brought out some things in the purple family, so maybe we'll work on this side. I thought if I brought out some book page, put that there, and then I have a few things here. Oh gosh, that's pretty. I have a little purple mushroom. I even have purple birds. Okay. I have not a purple bird, a purple butterfly here. This probably looks the best. Okay, let me ink this paper up just so that there's, hopefully it stands out when it's on the purple, on the purple paper. Purple paper. That's hard to say. Purple paper. Okay. Okay, so I need this book back here because I need my glue stick. And I think it looks nice no matter how much or how little you decorate it. You know, it just catches the eye. Here's a little definition on family. We could put the purple butterfly over there. Okay, so let's get this down. I don't want to spend too much time trying to thinking about this. these colors are just perfect. I would probably want to keep everything attached like this, but then I'm going to think that something has to be on top over here. Let's see if I have... I do have these numbers here. Let's see if I cut these out. These are labels from Tracy Fox. So I could put that up there and keep the butterfly connected. That looks pretty. Unless I put that there and the butterfly. No, I think I like this up there and the butterfly close to the other two. You know what's funny is, you know, any kind of household decisions, I don't struggle at all. It's just crafting where I'm always, you know, like questioning myself, or should I do this, should I do that? Okay, now I'm thinking I want to put lace down here in the bottom because I liked the way that looked. Even if I don't put bling, maybe just put a couple of buttons on there. Or just leave it plain. I mean, that does look pretty, just like that. I could have two different color greens. I could just keep the green on here because there is green, the green leaves. And I wonder, I do have this that I could probably snip off and put the buttons on here just to give it a little bit more texture. This is a piece of muslin. So I could put this down, just kind of lay it on here with the fraying part. I'm just going to put a dab of glue. And another dab of glue for the buttons. No, this one doesn't even have any glue. Okay, that looks pretty. Yeah, so what I did was I put a piece of this muslin on top of the lace. That looks pretty. I did not put the back on here. So I'm going to do the inside or the back side. going to ink this. Oh, that looks pretty. That's going to be nice. Okay. Just want to get this, just give it a little bit more inking on here. Okay, very nice. So there you have it. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, I did them all? Wow. This one here, oh, this is the first one. Those two I did not decorate. So maybe for this one, I'm going to bring out another Tim Holtz boy. But I think I'm going to use the Tim Holtz boy on here because there's stamping. And what I was thinking with this little guy is to put this clock down and have him leaning on the clock. I think that's so cool. Okay, so I try to have a little bit of an idea of decorating. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Okay. And then we'll put him leaning right there on the clock. How cute is that? And I already have the tuck spot, the journaling spot, the pocket behind on the back of this. I believe. Yes, I do. Okay, this is the first one I made. I just didn't decorate the front. How cute. How cute is he? Now let's see if I have put a label over here. Oh, that looks nice. Oops. There's something about Tim Holtz paper here and labels. I think they just work so great with Tim Holtz paper. And I do want to bring in more lace. But I'm looking for the beigey type. Okay, I'm just trying to cut a piece off here. Alrighty. If I didn't take the time to decorate these, you could probably, I did 4 of them right now, but it just takes a few minutes to make them. But they're such a good piece of ephemera to put in journals. And I'm thinking this one here is a perfect one for buttons. And I think I'm going to stay with 2 green ones. I could put this one. It's like a, it's like an off-color pink or a worn pink look. You know, like it's not a bright pink button. And the clock does have a hue of like a pinkish, maroony. Oh, how nice is that? And I'm wondering if I don't need something on top here. Maybe some washi or something. Maybe something on the darker. Let's see what I have. I do have this here. I'm just trying to think if I'm going to go all the way across. So I'm going to put my glue stick all the way across. So I'll get it right across on the top. Oh, that looks nice there. I'm going to open this top, and I'm just going to bring this, just going to fold it right on the inside. Now we have a little something, something in there. Oh, this looks so pretty. Okay, and then we have this one here. And again, I did bring the book page, but I don't know if I want to use the book page. I may just, I don't know, maybe I will just to give it. Just to give it a little bit more of a texture there. And something else for the eye to go to. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's see. Whoop. And I did bring a bird because with the floral pieces on here, I thought the bird would look nice. And I have so many birds, but I have to just grab a couple because otherwise I'd be standing here deciding or sitting here deciding which one of the birds to use. I'm liking this. Okay. I love crafting like this when things come, you know, so easily. When you see something, it just hits your eye and, you know, it's pleasing to the eye where you just use the piece that you have and you don't have to keep deciding. Okay, I am so sticky. It's the glue stick. It's everything. It's the glue. It's the, that looks nice up here. Yeah, doing this project and the decorating is just so fun. And watch, next time I come on, I'm going to be struggling with trying to decorate. And I don't want to keep saying that because I don't want to jinx myself. Now, I'm wondering if I put this muslin right on the side there, it's perfect size too, where it doesn't impede on this wording, parcel post. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put it this way because it's isn't this pretty? I'm going to put this on here. And then maybe I'll put buttons on it. I mean, what else would I put on there? I have my buttons all handy here. Oh, that looks nice. I am loving this muslin on there. I have a green. And I have that pink again. Oh, all these. They're all the same buttons. Yeah, I think I'm liking that. I wonder if I should maybe put a piece of lace under here, or I even have some, oh, that's on the blue side. I thought that was green. It looks kind of green. I'm just trying to think if I could bring a piece of this color in here and put the buttons on top of that. The sari silk. No, the sari silk on the muslin is what I meant to say. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of the glue down. Sari silk. Let me hold this down with that. Okay, I just want to cover up this glue so it doesn't give me a hard time. Just going to get this higher up on the sari silk. Okay. Okay, I'm liking that, and I have my pocket here. Okay, so there you have it. I was able to make 4 flip pads, and I don't have journaling cards for those, but you know, on my demonstration I have one here and I have the 2 in here. So this really turned out great, and these are so easy to make, and they're so fun to do with mass making, and you can really get a few down. You know, you can get a good amount down doing a mass making of this. For me, it's the decorating that just takes up so much time. And, you know, but to be honest, with this kind of paper, you really shouldn't have to take too much time, you know, but well, I probably shouldn't even say that, because don't we all take too much time by the decorating? So anyway, thank you again for coming along and joining me. I appreciate it, and we'll talk again soon. You have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.